How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video talking about Death Note. Really excited to talk more about the show itself. With this episode, we'll be talking, or at least this video anyway, we'll be talking about episodes 23 and 24. Slowly but surely, we are getting through this series, and honestly, I've been enjoying it so far. So without further delay, why don't we go ahead and talk about the most recent episodes, or at least not most recent, but the current episodes that we are on in this video series of reviews. So, starting off, episode 23 starts where episode 22 left off, where they are continuing with their plan to basically corner Higuchi, and set him up, or at least not set him up, but figure out how he's been able to kill people. To an extent, they kind of are confused at first, especially when he starts talking to Rem while Rem's in the car with him, and they have cameras, so they're watching everything he's doing, unbeknownst to him, which, again, confuses everybody, because unless they touch the Death Note, or a piece of the Death Note, they can't see a Shinigami. So all they see is Higuchi, basically just Higuchi talking to himself. And partway through the episode, where he ends up, after going to Yoshida, the Yoshida group, and finding a file of Matsuda and trying to use that name that's in the file and doesn't work, he decides to make the deal, which was the deal for the Shinigami eyes. And we get to see a taste of his newfound power when a police officer stops him for speeding, and he proceeds to write the officer's name down and speed off. And the unfortunate officer, as he's in mid-chase, keels over from a heart attack and smashes into a truck. Which I gotta say, that's freaking brutal to see that happen. I will say too that it sucks for that. Like, if that was a real person, that would really, really suck. But this individual, Higuchi, who basically has no other choice, decides to go to the Sakura TV to try to go and kill Matsuda. But unbeknownst to him, during a commercial break, they swap Matsuda with a dummy. So when Higuchi shows up, it's not Matsuda that's sitting, behind the cover. It's basically the dummy. And all of the investigators, including Cole and Weddy, are wearing masks to keep themselves safe and apprehend Higuchi, who doesn't go down without a fight. In fact, he ends up shooting Light's dad and escapes the Sakura TV building. But unbeknownst to him, and I think this is a detail I forgot, and in case I forgot to mention it, there was a point in one of the earlier episodes where apparently, I think I did mention it, but Kira, or Higuchi, threatened politicians, and the police didn't want to get involved. So what ended up happening was, in the middle of the chase, a bunch of cop cars show up with tinted windows and basically blocking a segment of the road. With the help of L's butler, they're able to shoot out the tires of Higuchi's car and inevitably making him crash, and are able to apprehend him for further questioning. And that's basically how the episode ends. Well, no, I will say, this episode was really action-packed. I really, really freaking enjoy it. Alright, continuing on, episode 24, which is, by the way, titled, or properly titled, Revival, continues where the last one left off. They had just captured Higuchi, sorry, and yeah, he's in police custody. With his capture, they're able to kind of scare him a little bit because L tells him that they'll take any means necessary to figure out how he kills people, and tells them about the notebook. Light's dad picks up the notebook and immediately, because he touched the notebook, is able to see Shinigami, or in this case, Rem. Same goes for another cop that ends up touching the notebook. Afterwards, or at least L requests that they bring the notebook immediately to him, and basically he touches it and sees Rem. And in all the confusion, L, or Light, L touched the notebook third, and then Light ends up touching it, and just within a blink regains all of his memories. And with all of this, we get to witness every single step of this quote-unquote long plan that has come to fruition, where basically Light has passed the notebook along to both Shinigami and himself, and also in this regard setting up new rules or fake rules to, in some sense, mess with the idea that it might be Misa or Light that have been involved in the deaths of, prior to what's happened, as well as, with a hidden piece of notebook in his watch, and with nobody looking, proceeds to kill Higuchi, so that way it's not particularly in the notebook itself, and just quickly writing down his name. So he's dead. Good. I'm just gonna say that character was a piece of shit. But now people are kind of wondering if this is at first, especially with them reading the rules, the police as well as L are trying to figure out whether to continue this investigation, especially since now, with the new rules that have been placed inside the notebook, makes it seem impossible for Misa or Light to be Kira, considering that one of the fake rules states that after 13 days, if they don't kill anybody, they die. And with their, with them being in captivity, they were basically imprisoned for almost, a month, 50 days, I think it was. So they couldn't have possibly, according to the rules, couldn't possibly be Kira because they, were imprisoned that entire time. So, yeah, that's pretty screwed up. But now Light has all of his memories, as well as Misa has all of their memories. And all they have to do now is get L or Rizuki's real name to kill him. But to do that kind of came at a cost, because Misa, who forgot the person's name, or L's name, made the deal again for the Shinigami eyes. But that actually doesn't make any sense, considering with the whole thing, because and it makes me beg the question, so if she already had the Shinigami eyes, doesn't that mean she has it? And if she forfeited the Death Note, doesn't that, because I was kind of confused about this. So this entire time, after she forfeited the notebook, she lost the Shinigami eyes. And by getting her memories back and getting, touching the notebook, she still didn't have them, which means she kind of screwed herself up, since now she basically halved her life twice. I gotta say, that's pretty screwed up and sad at the same time. But either way, all in all, so far with everything been going on, this show has been freaking amazing. I absolutely love it. The last 2 episodes were fun to watch, very action packed, and especially with now that Light has his memories back, we got to see in full circle what his entire plan was. And honestly, it was actually cool to see that. Really was. But, anywho, I don't think I have anything else I need to say about these particular episodes. So, that was episodes 23, 24. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my quick review of these 2 episodes. What are your thoughts? Love to hear what you guys have to say. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace.
2, 3, 5.